Don't worry, I'll make a whole special post tonight. Whole
Okay.
show. I can post it. Plus, I
Hey,
want to.
fashionably late. What's up, buddy?
Not a whole lot. How we doing?
Good, good, good.
Good. Right on time. It is now 8:01, and it is time for the Bari Mail Experience. Thank you for joining us. We have a great show lined up again. We are ending Pride Month with a bang. We have Jay Virgo, who is not a bariatric patient, but he is a strictly GLP-1 patient who is on his weight loss journey. So we have a great show. This is a different perspective. We like to give a different perspective for everyone in the community. And we don't often get a lot of people up there just on a GLP-1 journey. It's been a while since we've had a guest up just strictly on GLP-1. So this will be great. And it'll be great to hear his perspective of how his journey is and the difference between what our journeys may look like in his and what are the similarities. So I'm just going to go over all the community news that we have going on. Don't forget that the week starts off right when you started off right with Talk Bari to Me, our sister chat with VSG Bestie, and she is live every Sunday night at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central, 6 p.m. Mountain, and 5 p.m. Pacific. She is also live every Monday with a Monday Mindset, giving you all the tea on how to be successful in your life and how to have the right attitude to get what you want. And you can catch her live at 12 p.m. 12 p.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. Central, 10 a.m. Mountain, and 9 a.m. Pacific. That throws me way off because I'm not used to saying anything during the day. Don't forget that your boys from BME are live on Taco Tuesday, and we are live at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central, 6 p.m. Mountain, and 5 p.m. Pacific. Our friend Barry Mother is live with the Water Check Wednesday at 7:15 Eastern, 6:15 Central, 5:15 Mountain, and 4:15 Pacific. Our friends over at the Waiting Table are live on Wednesday as well, and they are live at 9 p.m. Eastern. You can do the rest of the math. It is a lot. Are you wearing sunglasses?
I cannot take rap serious with those glasses on right now.
Oh, man. You're lucky you got a cool-looking water bag.
You look like you got some bug eyes right now.
Did you get your eyes dilated at the eye doctor today? All right, before I get distracted and make fun of you. All right, don't forget that Mel is live, Mel Unfiltered, every Thursday at 9 p.m. Eastern, and you know the rest. Bariatric Lock-In is live every Friday with Bariatric Bubba, and he is live at 8 p.m. Eastern. Love After Bariatrics, they're on all the time. I don't have exact times. I know they're live on Sunday, but they've been on Saturday. I think I hung out with them yesterday. They're just on all the time. So definitely check them out. They are a vibe. They are talking all things bariatric, especially early on in their journey because they are all new in their journeys, and they have great topics to talk about. Oh man, that's a lot of mouthful. What are you eating, sir? Is that a honey bun?
That's a protein honey bun, I bet.
No,
Legendary protein honey bun, I bet.
It's a Little Debbie snack. You know it is.
No, you could tell by the frosting. It's too dark and it's too.
I'm playing
very white to be that. It's a protein one.
Food police, bro. What's up, Brandon? Welcome in.
Welcome, welcome. Tap, 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 Tony's white hat.
That's right. Oh, don't forget that it's also green. Oh, I see you're wearing your Irish cap today, but I'm wearing mine because tonight is the NBA draft, right?
Oh,
is it?
I believe it is, and the Celtics are making moves because they made 2 trades today. They traded Drew Holiday over to Portland, and they traded Porzingis over to Atlanta.
Ooh.
Oh, so just like the Boston Red Sox, you're trading away your good pieces.
Porzingis? That man's lucky if he's healthy. And Drew Holiday's 35, and we got someone 26 years old that can play the 2. Come on. Making moves, man. They're the only ones making the right moves. Everyone else, they just...
I don't know. The Mavs made a pretty good move. Trade away their all-star to get another all-star?
We'll see. So, how you guys doing?
They all suck.
You guys staying good in this heat? Well, I know D is because D loves this heat.
These
I'm
used to the
doing
heat.
good.
That's why.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm doing good. As I shared with you guys, we're building this gym over here. Just getting serious.
It's getting serious. Now, are you actually going to use that gym over there?
Finally getting serious.
It's not gonna be used as storage for all your honey bun boxes.
Yo, hey D, remember me saying this tonight. Remember me saying this.
Hold him to this.
I'm taking names. I'm
Okay.
taking names.
I can't take you serious with them glasses on right now, though.
Hey D, I'm coming for your ass first.
Oh,
Then I'm going for Rob. Then I'm coming after Claudio. Then I'm going to bariatric Chris. Bro, out of the water, and I'm gonna sneak up behind Jason and be like, boom!
All right.
Bah!
Perfect time to start 75 hard, so bring it. You better bring your A game and hold you to it.
Oh man. Hey, what's up there, Scuba Steve? How you doing?
Hey, let's start the overs and under, Tony.
I love it though, man. We did that chat with Rob last night.
How'd that go?
It
Really
was
well.
it was so cool, man. It's just
Yeah.
like
I'm excited.
everybody's got it, going after just trying to, get healthier, man.
Yeah.
There's more than just, losing the weight.
I think I'm gonna figure out finally how to control my figure out the food thing. That's the thing that's been killing me. Have to regain. Yeah. I think I'm gonna. I think I could finally figure this thing out, and I'll put it all together.
And D can probably speak to it for sure.
All right.
And not
Without waiting.
off topic. I know I don't want to take you off topic. All right, we'll talk later. My bad.
No. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, you're
I
right.
don't want, I'm gonna get like.
I don't want to get off topic, but just real quick, I'm sure D can speak to, how hard it is to actually follow like macros.
Mm-hmm.
Seriously. It's like either you got too much protein or not enough fat, or you got this, that, and you're moving things around, you're scanning your daggone, food before you eat it just to see what fits, and it's like,
Yeah. It all comes down to habits.
You know what the funny thing is? Yeah. That first year where I was measuring everything and I was keeping an eye on all my macros and everything, that's when I was the most successful. The minute I stopped and I got completely out of my habits and everything is when things went left.
mm-hmm.
And they went left real fast.
There's a saying, what you measure, you manage. And when you stop measuring, you stop managing. And so everybody thinks they can do it without measurement. It's like trying to run a budget without having a budget. You going,
Damn, say that again. If you what and don't measure who?
what you measure, you manage. So if you measure it, you'll manage it. It's that simple.
Yeah, because 100 extra calories a day may not seem much, but doing that for 365 days a year, that makes a big difference. That can be the difference between 1 to 5 pounds in weight loss.
No, it caught up with me, and it caught up with me bad. So I've got the next year to kind of reset all of this and get back to where I was.
Yeah, and it's one of those, when the reason that I'm not a coach is because I can be a bit of a hard head. And so I tell people, how bad do you want it? Is it a wish or is it a true goal? If it's a wish, you want it, but you don't do the steps to make it happen. That's just a wish. If it's a goal, you put the plan in place and you execute and you make the shit happen. No excuses.
Well, the other good thing is that there's going to be a big group of us that are all together, that are in this together. So I think this is going to be a good thing. It's going to be a way to keep us all, accountable. And
So that sounds like I need to tap in with D then.
Come on over.
Get that tough love.
Come on. I'm like, just be ready because there's no excuses.
smack him around. Smack
There's
him
no
around.
excuses.
This is what I mean by how bad do you want it.
No excuses.
But I do
his beard
better. I do better with coaches that are like that than I do with ones that are a little bit more relaxed. Because if I see that they're relaxed, I'm gonna be relaxed.
Mm-hmm.
I need someone to hold me accountable and like, no, that's not how this flies.
So y'all saying I should be coach tough? Coach tough?
Oh, me personally. That's what I like and how I'm successful is tough love.
Is it tough love?
Smack the
Or
beard
is
off.
it just,
He ain't gonna have to smack the beard off because I'm gonna do everything right.
Yeah. I'll book it. I'll show up at the
No,
house.
'cause we're gonna make you shave it off.
No, I like the. Never mind. Anyway,
All right. Before we get, this is going left real quick. So why don't we bring our guest up before we can wait any longer?
Hey guys,
How's it going?
hey,
Jay, what's happening?
nothing much, just hydrating, man. I'm happy to be here.
that is a really
Are you
good
caught
idea.
up in all this summer heat?
In Texas? Yeah. I'm in
Another
Austin.
Texas man.
okay.
Yeah. So we're professionals with the heat around here. If it's not 100, it doesn't count.
Oh yeah.
No?
They got the clear water up here. Our Dallas lakes are all gross. I'm not getting in them. But down there, they got Barton Springs. They got Lake Travis. They got all the pretty water that you can jump in and cool off.
Oh yeah, but it's freezing cold. Freezing cold.
Yeah, I jumped into Barton Springs and jumped right back out. I have never felt cold like that in my life. It's that cold you can't get your breath from. It's so bad.
Yeah, it's like 64 degrees or something. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's just too much.
you need to jump in the ocean up here right now.
Absolutely not.
Oh yeah.
Hey, you're jumping the ocean out over here. It's
That's
in the
not
60s or 50s every single time.
hide.
Did you say 50s?
I'm not getting in that brown water up there.
Yeah.
Oh, believe me, you dip your toe and you're like, I ain't going in there.
California water is not.
That's ice bath water right now.
Hey, Tone, you got to tell me, man, what made you reach out to Jay?
So, trying to find people that we haven't had up on the platform, people that I've seen roll through the community, and a lot of times, like, and I've told you guys that I've tried to spend more time behind the scenes and off the platform and just kind of being in the community, trying to get, like, we spent a lot of time. We got so caught up in BME last year that I kind of lost sight of what was going on in the community, except for what was happening just around us. So getting myself back into the community, seeing that there were new bariatric people and seeing that there were new GLP-1 patients that are out there, trying to reach out to them. There's so many more guys in the community. And I'm like, oh my God, I didn't realize how many people are in this community still. Like, because they were all new faces. And when I came across Jay's, I'm like, oh my God, he's not only is he on a weight loss journey, but he falls right in line with what we have going on for Pride Month. Because I had trouble with people getting back to me. Jay got back to me like that, like very responsive. Like, oh my God, I'm excited. I'm really excited that you were excited to come up here. Because again, I don't know how much visibility we have within the GLP-1 community.
Well, I'm a fan of you guys.
How'd you come
I
across-
catch you when I can. Usually this time of the day, I'm in meetings for work. But when you said I would like to talk to you, I was like, absolutely. Screw that work meeting. I will be there. You just had to tell me when.
Well, it was funny because I was like, I'm like, oh my God, he follows us too. And I'm like, I know I've seen this name before. So to know that you like we resonate within not just the bariatric community but the GLP-1 community, because we try to make sure that we're encompassing all of the weight loss community, because again, we're all on a weight loss journey. While the tool is different and the journey is different, the end goal is the same. We're all looking to get that. We're all looking to be a healthier version of ourselves. Why don't you explain a little bit about what your journey has been like and where you started from and how far you've come?
Yeah, so for me, I've been in a larger body my absolute entire life, since I was a kid, absolutely my entire life. I was that kid that when I was a toddler, I would have breakfast at home, then I would be taken to my grandmother's house to be watched, and I would have second breakfast like I was a hobbit, and then I just kept getting larger and larger, Everybody remembers getting into husky sizes, and that's like one of those formative memories. The first time you're in the Huskies department, and then when you go from Huskies, when you're 8, 9 years old, to the men's section, but everything's way too long for you. So then you have to get things adjusted for you. Your parents get real mad, and it was just all terrible. And then I tried everything to lose, up and down throughout my entire life, really. The wrong way, the right way, the in between way, just trying everything, just being desperate for it. Just thinking that it was absolutely my fault, and just blaming my body, hating my body for it. And without realizing that, you know what? I was dealing with a chronic illness of obesity. I was dealing with, forces that I couldn't control, along with poor decisions. It's not one or the other. It was one and, you know. And so with that 1-2 punch, I just couldn't succeed. And then I ended up getting diagnosed with type 2 diabetes at 38. And after I got that diagnosis, within 24 hours, I got access to Manjaro. And then that's where my journey started. Within 24 hours, I got access to it. And then within 48 hours of injecting, I discovered the TikTok community, and that just catapulted things for me. And I've started that journey May 3rd of 2023, and it's been 2 years for me. And I started at a high of 388 pounds, and I'm down 32% of my body weight at this point, which is about 116 pounds ish.
Good for you.
Nice.
And I'm still making my way down. It's been real interesting. Most of it went through in the first year. And I've just recently expanded my team to include a new obesity specialist on my team. And we're trying a few new things out along the way here. Because over the last year, I started looking at how I was losing weight. I wanted to make sure I was doing it the right way. So I started incorporating DEXA scans. And I realized that my goal was just absolutely mad insanity. I was aiming for 180 pounds. That was like where my vision was. So I was like, let me just lose a solid 200. Let me just go for it. And turns out that with my lean muscle mass and bone, I was at about 175 pounds. And so 180 pounds would mean I would have to intentionally lose muscle. And that who intentionally loses muscle? That's ridiculous talk. And so I said, screw that. Let me actually add some resistance training and some supplements to it. So then over the last year, I've put on 10 pounds of muscle while trying to lose, which is a mind game. It's tough on the head, but it's interesting still. So now we're going back to the drawing board to just go back to the losing part. So I'm headed back down and just working my way back down while trying to maintain as much of that muscle as possible. So my last DEXA showed I was at 186 pounds of lean mass and bone. And so I'm going to try to maintain as much of that as possible on the way down. So.
Yeah, balance all the way down.
Over the course of the year, oh yeah, have you found that it was easier up front, like in your weight loss journey, and found it to be more difficult the further you got out? I'm trying to say, like, from like our perspective, because obviously for most of us that have surgery, we lose all of our bulk of our weight usually within the first 18 months. And then we basically go into a maintenance where we either need to maintain or it's just harder to lose weight. Do you find that journey similar to what you're dealing with on a GLP-1, or do you find that it's more progressive where you're losing a little bit of weight gradually over the course of the time that you're on the medication?
What's interesting about the GLP-1 in general is the experience is relatively varied for people on the GLP-1, just because the different dosages have such different experiences for people. But for me, I came out like a freaking rocket. For me, I dropped about 40 pounds in the first 8 weeks. Um, and so I was just off to the races. And then it tapered off from there. And then I lost most of it in the first 14 months. For me, it was 14 months. And then it
Jay,
tapered off.
how was your eating though? How was your eating?
Oh, it was definitely in a caloric deficit because I'm a tracker. If I don't track, I if I don't track, I don't lose. So I have to track and to lose. For me, it's about calories, it's about protein, it's about fiber. That's where it has to be for me. Calories, protein, fiber, and water. Those are the only things that I track.
But did you have any trouble like getting food in because of the GLP-1 by any chance? Like, is there a restriction because of the medication?
So I'm one of the rare people that actually did not get appetite suppression on a GLP-1. I did not get appetite suppression. But I did get satiety where I get full faster. So I do get full pretty fast, but I can always eat. Some people get that suppression where they just struggle to get food in. And so one of the things I'm working with my obesity specialist is figuring out if there are things that we can add to possibly get that suppression up top where I can slow down and like get more delayed in between meals. And we're going to try to get some more restriction in that way. So we're going to start with topiramate. That's where we're starting at with my obesity specialist. So, because like I said, I didn't really get any appetite suppression from GLP-1. I'm on the rare side of that. And also, I'm also one of those rare people that has had zero side effects as well. Like, not a single one, like not even constipation. But that's also because I'm on my fiber game, I'm on my water game. Like, I don't play about that. Like, I'm getting at least 35 grams of fiber a day. And in terms of water, it's going to be between 120, 160 ounces every single day.
Right. Now, when you say obesity specialist, who are you referring to?
Yeah, someone that's my obesity specialist is someone that is board certified in obesity medicine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't even know they exist. I wasn't trying to be ignorant.
No, I didn't know they existed up until 2 years ago.
Oh, okay.
So I just discovered that they existed too. I was like, that's a thing? That is, I was shocked too. But I just got one. Yeah. And I'm excited about it. Yeah.
Nice. Did someone tell you about it or
Josh in the comment.
Yeah.
How does anyone get that much fiber? Okay, here's the secret to that much fiber. Seeds. And not just seeds, right? Basil seeds. That's the way. You've heard of chia seeds, heard of flax seeds,
Yeah.
basil seeds. 2 tablespoons of basil seeds is going to get you 15 grams of fiber.
2 tablespoons of basil.
Of basil seeds. It'll give you 15 grams of fiber. You pop that in.
I need to know that.
Yes. Heck yeah.
So outside of I needed to know that because that was actually going to be my question before Josh beat me in the comments. So I recently got diagnosed with diverticulosis.
Oh.
And part of the thing that I need to have is I need to get at least 23 to 25 grams of fiber included into my diet when I'm not actively dealing with diverticulitis. So when I don't have any symptoms going on with like any intestinal issues, I need to make sure I'm getting in all the fiber I can to make sure that I'm regular and I don't have anything sitting in those pockets that people get when they have diverticulosis.
Oh yeah.
So that's good. That's good to know. I need to find ways to get fiber into my diet because that's going to help me.
Yeah, and I just do it straight up in the
seeds.
mornings. Like I just do it first thing in the morning. Just knock it out of the way, either in like a smoothie or a yogurt or a shake or something. Just mix it right in, and it doesn't take up a lot of space in the stomach because one of my favorite things is, let me know if sounds weird, but is waking up not hungry. That's one of my favorite things. Is not waking up thinking about food, like, because that was a thing. You used to wake up and the first thing would be like, what can I shove in my mouth? And then not think about food right away. It just sets the tone of like, okay, how can I start my day the right way? Like, what else can I focus on? You know, how can I get my movement in? How can I get my water in? How can I plan my day out where I'm not obsessed about food? And it's a nice place to be in, to not wake up starving every single day.
I used to go to bed thinking about what I was going to eat the next day. So I feel your love.
Oh yeah, I know that struggle. I definitely know that one. Go to bed, think about it, and you wake up first thing in the morning. You're like, do I still want that? And then by the time you're fixing breakfast, you're like, I wonder what I'm gonna do for lunch. Yeah.
Right. It's that halfway point, Tony.
Hmm.
Not quite, but I'll take it as the halfway point.
Hey,
While we're doing this little break, let's make sure that we're staying hydrated because it is very warm across this country.
hey, I got a serious delay going on over here.
We have a delay. We've had a delay going the entire live right now.
Is it just
There's
because
been a delay with at least from my system.
It's caught up.
I think it's all of us. It's been a weird connection tonight.
Okay. Well, glad to be here.
Anyone down in the comments? Is there a delay going for all of us?
I don't know if I cut y'all off. It's not intentional. I'm trying to wait.
That's why it seems like I'm talking over you.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's that damn heat. So while we're on the halfway point, don't forget that we are sponsored this month by ProCare Health. Rab has a beautiful care package in his possession of all of some of the best sellers from ProCare has to offer. That is in our swag bag that we are giving away this month, that has been donated by ProCare Health, along with a numerous amount of other donators to this from throughout the community. We have Janae, who's giving away some of our. Oh, you got Mo Sherry stuff. You want to open that now or later?
I want to open it now.
Open it now. Let's see what Sherry got for us. And while we're doing that, don't forget that other sponsors. We have Dr. Cribbins. We have JoJo Beef. Oh, nice. We got a cork hat. Especially worn by Rab, too. Nice. So if you don't have any mobile carry gear, make sure you get some mobile gear. It's going to be in the swag bag, so you have a chance to win that. There's also probably a hat over at the Talk Barry to Me
I'm not
swag.
going to open this.
What's up?
I'm not going to open this.
You want a surprise?
Yeah, because it comes in a special golden bag with a mobile seal on it, and it was within the package. So I'll let that be a surprise for the person who wins it. How's that sound?
All right.
Or you
You
want
know
to
what?
see?
We should honestly I think it's a great idea. No. Let that be a surprise.
All right. Yeah.
Because what I think should happen at the end of the month, when we do get the winner for the swag bag and they do receive it, I want them to do an unboxing of it.
Yeah, that'd be
'Cause
great.
there are so many great things that are going to be in this box.
If
And
it
while we
goes
do
in the bag,
highlight
it
all
might
the
be-
stuff, I know that JoJo's giving us. Yeah, I mean, we showed everyone what we got with the swag for ProCare Health. We got the journals from Janae. We got the ProCare vitamins. We got Mobisherry gear. We've got body hair. We got the stuff from JoJo, the Barry hair and skincare package in there. We have Dr. Cribbins. We have the sleeve dietitian. We got the stuff from OSLP. Barry Mother has her Barry Eats kit. We got a lot of stuff in this bag. I mean, basically, it went from a bag to a box.
It did.
What's up, Road Dog? Welcome in.
What up, Road Dog?
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy. And how many, all the people in this community that just want to help, give to this. This took a life of its own because it just started off as a grab bag from ProCare Health, and people wanted to be, a part of this, and they are living up to their end of the bargain and giving all of this cool stuff to give out to the community. And the best thing we can do is just highlight what all this stuff is, because
Hey, we put
all
one of
great
these.
stuff
We
from
put
everyone
one of
in this
these in
community.
there. One of these are in there.
Yeah, and we got, Talk Barry and Me has their own stuff they're gonna throw in there. We got the boys from B&Me throwing in a little water bottle here. What's this? 22 ounces, right, Rab?
Yeah, something like that.
22 ounces. Great way to track your water. And easy way to split up your goals. It's not too daunting. It's 22 ounces. Drink 4 of these. So if you're early in your journey, you're already hitting your 64 ounces. You just got to drink 4 of these bottles.
How you
Makes
guys
it a
break
lot
up your
easier
water
than looking
goals?
at, a 40-ounce bottle.
How you break up your water goals? Because I say get half of it by noon. That's why I go for half by noon.
You know what? You know what's
Oh.
sad, Jay, that you bring that up is this. It takes me about 55 minutes to drive to work. All right. So every 5-mile marker, I'll drink as much as I can, So by the time I get to work, I usually have about 30 ounces of 64 ounces I've already started. And like, if I really press it, by the time I've sit in my office, I could probably be done with this water by 10 o'clock in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
But there's days where, like,
That's what you don't want to
this
think.
would last me all day, and it's so annoying.
But you want to talk about 64 ounces. That is 64 ounces for people who are new to this journey. What did Barry Mother tell us? If you've ever been in one of her lives, if you are in a bariatric journey and you are like 2-3 years out, the minimum water you should be getting should be 80 ounces.
Yeah. Water sucks. It sucks the same way.
You're going to
It
require
sucks
more
the same
water.
way it did before the whole journey started. It still sucks. Working out sucks. Eating the right thing sucks. All this stuff sucks. It does. It does. But you know what? I mean, this is where we have to, get into some better habits because it comes back.
You know what doesn't suck though?
What?
Feeling real good. That part is nice.
Yeah.
That part's nice. Having a little extra
Especially-
pep in the step.
Yeah.
And Rab, you always talk about how bad working out sucks. But after you work out, do you ever say that sucks or I feel
Never.
horrible?
Never.
You never say that.
Never.
You feel great after you work out.
And I got to tell you, over the past couple of days, I've tried to track and keep up and drink the water I'm supposed to be drinking because we're starting this, what is that? Radical body change. But
Radical body transformation.
yeah, radical body transformation. I'm trying to eat better, and now that I have the past couple of days, I can already feel like different because I didn't eat, Bojangles chicken nuggets today, or I didn't have, a biscuit from, the doghouse. It definitely makes a difference when,
Rab, you eat like a
huh?
you eat like a truck driver still.
I know.
I'm sorry, and I give you crap every single week, but I still eat like crap too. As much as I try not to eat like crap,
Yeah.
my addiction to sugar has basically got me back in its grips. It is absolutely atrocious what I've been doing the last month.
Yeah.
I had a taste of sugar, and it has got me by the balls right now. It is ridiculous. And I have absolutely no self-control. It is horrible.
How are you going to shake it?
And that is my struggle.
Y'all thought about GLP-1?
I honestly,
At least in my experience.
What'd you say?
I cannot hear you, D.
At
He
all?
said that. He said,
D, I can't hear you.
he said, you ever thought about GLP-1?
So GLP-1 has been brought up to my attention from my doctor, and I have an appointment in August to see the weight specialist again because I absolutely refused the GLP-1 at my last appointment in, I want to say March. Oh no, February when I had my 2 year. I said no to it because I said I want to try to make it right and use the tool that I have. I don't want to go to a GLP-1 unless it is absolutely necessary and I can't do it. So part of the reason of me staying away from it is I'm going to do this RBT with you guys because if this doesn't work, then I'm going to say, all right, let me add another tool to my belt. But I want to try to use the sleeve as the tool and do it the right way. I'm not saying that I'm not using the tool the right way. And I'm abusing every privilege I've ever been given. And it's, if I'm not using things, if I'm not treating my journey the right way, then I'm only going to get the results I'm getting back. So I can exercise and do all the challenges I want, but if I'm not eating right, then I'm only hurting myself. So hopefully all this stuff with Rob, I'm going to fix my issue with food. I told my therapist thinks it's a good approach. As much as my doctor wanted to be like, throw me on, throw medication at me. I was like, I don't want to do that yet. I want that to be a last resort right now.
I respect that you are, focused on using the tools that you already have to their full advantage first. Just don't get to the point where you're white knuckling it and you're making yourself stressed out and you're raising your own cortisol and you're like to the point where it's a struggle for you. Just put in the work, obviously, put in the work, but don't white knuckle it because you don't have to white knuckle it just to prove a point.
Yeah, and I know that point. I know what I need to do. I think it's just a matter that I struggle with the direction that I need to go in, and I think having someone there to help focus me, and that's part of what I'm doing with getting Rob from the waiting table. Like I need someone to help coach me through this to get me to get me back on track again. And to have someone hold me accountable because again, I can talk with everyone here, and I can talk to my nutritionist. If I don't have someone like exclusively like talking to me and being within an earshot of me calling them when I'm struggling or if I have a question, it's easier for me to call Rob than it is for me to call my nutritionist, which is crazy. And I think that his approach is something that I haven't tried yet because I've tried everything else that my nutritionist has given me. It hasn't quite worked. So his approach is different than the norm that we are taught. So I'm like, what the hell? Let's go for it. Let's take that different approach. Rab, everything we heard last night, completely different than what we've ever, what approach we've been told, right?
Yeah. I mean, what I picked
Am
up
I getting
was,
all right?
huh?
Your delay was so bad. I was like, I think you're acknowledging what I'm saying because it was like slow motion nod.
Yeah, I'm acknowledging you. D's acknowledging you. The chat's acknowledging everybody. The only ones here having a conversation is Tony and Jay, But we're here with you guys.
Everybody said they can't hear me.
Rab, you gave me the big box, buddy.
You see
This
how
is what happens. You want me to host? I host.
You're over talking D again.
I'm sorry, D. D, it's all yours, buddy.
Did you notice what D said earlier? D said that, he's team, you make the choice. It doesn't matter what it does, what you do, it doesn't matter just as long as it works for you, essentially. So
Yeah, I want to say some of the
So
hearing your point of view about the GLP-1 kind of reminds me of when I hear people wait to get the surgery. It's like they're waiting for some magic moment, and I'm like, you don't have to. You can do it all to be successful. There's no failure on just doing it. So I just don't want you to wait.
so no, so I fight against going on to a GLP-1 because they put me on one when I was pre-op, and it made me so sick to my stomach that I told my doctor I wouldn't touch it again. I was like, I'm not. I'll lose the weight by myself because it made me so sick, and I couldn't take any form of GLP-1 without making it sick, making me sick to my stomach.
Did
I've never been so sick in my life.
did you do it
Right.
alone?
What do you
Meaning,
mean?
like, did you have advice on how to do it properly?
Yes.
Okay, because a lot of
So
people
I
a lot of people don't know how to eat properly on a GLP-1 when they first start. A lot of people don't know how to hydrate properly on a GLP-1. A lot of people don't have their habits properly set when they first start GLP-1. And a lot of prescribers, basically, when people start GLP-1, a lot of prescribers give people a prescription and a dream, and they're like set into the wild. And I think it's something like 60% of people that start GLP-1, they don't make it a year because they aren't given the proper tools to succeed.
like, give me an example. What do you mean eating right? How to eat when you first start taking the GLP-1? Can you tell me more about that?
Yeah, so for instance, a lot of people experience extreme nausea on a GLP-1. Do you know the number one cause of that nausea that they experience?
What's that?
Not eating. That it causes nausea. And the reason they aren't eating is because they don't have standard hunger cues anymore. And so it's just a vicious cycle. So like they don't have the hunger cues, so they aren't eating, and because they aren't eating, they're experiencing nausea. Now that they're nauseous, they aren't going to eat, and so then it's just this vicious cycle, right?
So
Or
how does somebody come out of that cycle? Is it a therapy thing, or is it some type of way they should be eating? Like, how does someone
it's
come
about
out?
building habits. It's about habit stacking, really. So it's like eating on a regular schedule really helps a lot of people. Eating on a regular schedule, get just hitting your minimum calorie goals, hitting those calorie goals, making sure that you're staying hydrated, make sure you're hitting your fiber goals, so you aren't getting backed up with constipation, right? You make sure you're doing those basic things. That helps a lot of people on a GLP-1, but you gotta eat.
Yeah, so I didn't. So I was early in my journey, and Rab can vouch for me at least on my bariatric journey about how strict I was that first year, and about hitting every single one of my goals. I was the same way when I was pre-op and they put me on the GLP. I was very strict. I was on an eating routine. I always hit my water goal. It I didn't struggle with any of that. The nausea, it didn't matter how much I ate, how little I ate, when I drank, when I ate, I would get the severe nausea. They gave me what the hell did they give me for the nausea? I don't even remember the name of it.
Zofran probably.
And it just yeah, it was Zofran. That's exactly what it was. I was just so sick, and it was just awful. It was like having a stomach bug. That's what I compared it to.
Yeah.
And
So
it just I would.
yeah, I have questions. I'm sorry. It's what I do. Like which
No, no.
dosage, which one?
Honestly, I would
There are
love if
ways
they would
around it
educate us
usually.
on GLP-1s because
Yeah,
there's a
sorry.
ton of people that probably in these comments that probably have questions about GLP-1. So again, share that because you're educating us on stuff that we may not be aware of, and I might not have known. Because again, maybe there's something I'm missing. I feel like I did everything possible while I was on the GLP-1 to try to stay on it, and it just did not work for me.
Yeah,
My sister's on a GLP-1, and she has no issues.
yeah. Do you know which one you were on?
So I did Manjaro. I did Saxenda. They gave me a couple. There's another one I don't remember what it was off the top of my head, but there were a lot of shortages at that time that they switched up what I was taking because a lot of it was always out of stock. So they changed the medication a few times.
Yeah. So Saxenda is going to be way harsher because one is daily, and it was an older generation, and so it had a lot harsher side effect profile than Manjaro was. So I'm imagining that one was the harshest on you.
Saxenda was probably my worst experience.
What'd you say?
Saxenda was the reason why Saxenda was the worst one I ever took. That was the reason why I stopped altogether.
Yeah, because it was the
that was the
older
last one I took.
Yeah.
Because everything but at that point was on back order.
Yep. I definitely understand why. Yep.
Biggie is struggling to get on.
Yeah. Luckily, Manjaro's back in stock. It has a gentler side effect profile.
I mean, again, and I might get to a point where GLP-1 might be necessary for me. I'm hoping that I don't get to that point because I'm hoping that I figure out what I have going on will be the thing that I bring that brings me to where I need to be.
Hey Jay, what was that you
again,
referred to? What was that you referred to when you said you feel full when you're really not?
I'm sorry?
You said it's something that you had where you felt like that you were full.
Satiety.
Satiety. So what happens when we have that? I wonder if that happens if you have satiety and also what we were just talking about with I lost my train of thought. with not wanting to eat, and then when you do eat, you get that full feeling.
Oh yeah. So when you get that satiety and you have suppression.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what happens is people just don't eat. They skip meals. They go long periods of time without eating, and that's what usually happens. They either forget to eat or they intentionally just skip for extended periods of time because they just have no desire for food. Yeah. That's what they tend to do.
I don't know if that could ever happen to me. I always want food.
Yeah, see, for being on the side of having, surgery and like hearing it, like it's like, hearing from people because, my girlfriend, she takes the GLP-1 and it's like I've got the surgery and I'm completely against it. And the only reason why, come to find out after having this conversation, the only reason why is because I'm more worried about like what the side effects will be. And that only has something to do with what happens when I eat, not the way it makes me feel. You know what I'm saying? But what happens when I eat? And it's like, it can't be anything good. So I'm like, no, it must be a side effect. It's bad. It's harming me. I don't want to take it. Come to find out that this is, this is part of the GLP-1. This either happens to you or it doesn't. And that's how I'm taking it. And it's no different than getting the surgery, in my opinion. You just kind of thinking out loud.
Yeah, like the one thing that it is designed to do is do the satiety, right? The help you feel full faster. It is designed to do that because it slows the gastric emptying, kind of like the surgery does, right? Like it slows the emptying, so the food just sits there a little bit longer. And of course, when the food sits there a little bit longer, some people get that fermentation as well. So they experience that. So they get sulfur burps and things like that. That side effect as well. So you have to watch for some people what they eat as well, because if you eat the wrong thing, it's going to just sit there, and it just feels like it's never going to pass for some people. And it just ferments. And some people can't eat red meat. Some people can't do fried foods. Some people can't do raw vegetables, certain raw vegetables, because it's just the way it sits in their stomachs. They have to, but it's trial and error.
Right. Now, this is maybe something that's already asked. Are you someone who's looking to take GLP-1 the rest of your life? Or is it something that you're working on, your food addiction and your food noise? while on this so that eventually you can get off it? And what do you think? What do you think for other people that may be trying to do the same thing? Is how important is it to work on your food addictions and things like that when on a GLP-1?
That's a great question.
Well, I'm type 2 diabetic, so I'll probably be on some version of it my entire life. However, obesity, I believe, is a chronic illness, and chronic illnesses deserve chronic treatments, right? So if you go in believing that you have an illness of if you go in believing that you strictly have a moral failing, right, where you only made bad choices and that's the only thing that's wrong with you, sure, come off of it, see how that goes for you, see if you built up your willpower. Good luck, God bless, Godspeed. But I think it's a combination of biological factors and psychosocial factors. I believe it's a combination of both. And you can't undo the biological factors no matter how hard you pray, no matter how hard you change your thought processes. I don't think we're going to change those. So I think a combination of factors, and both medical intervention and psychological intervention, will make the best outcome of chances of success for everyone. And no matter what the medical intervention looks like, I think you should try to stick to whatever that looks like for you. Whether it's bariatric treatment or whether it's a GLP-1, wherever that treatment looks like for you, if you actually have obesity, I say stick to it. I mean, of course, there are people that are going to try GLP-1s that have like short-term illnesses that led to weight gain, right? And they're going to be able to come off the medication and they'll be fine. So they didn't have those underlying biological factors and they'll be fine. But for most people, I think that ongoing medical treatment is going to be important.
Now I know with GLP-1s, it suppresses your hunger and things like that. And I know, like you were talking earlier, that some people even skip meals and things like that. Now, what about the people that are losing too much weight? Like, is there a way to lower the dosage for those people and things like that? How do you go about dealing with too much weight loss and not wanting to get off it? Or when does it become too unsafe to continue on something because you've gotten too small?
You should be under a provider's care, and they should be closely monitoring you before you even get to that point, right? So there are some interesting conversations that do happen around GLP-1s about extreme weight loss or extreme muscle loss. And these are conversations that shouldn't be happening if you're under a provider's care. They should never let this happen. Like there should be conversations around resistance training. There should be conversations around nutrition. There should be conversations that are happening. But too often, because there are not enough obesity medicine specialists in this country, because there are not enough endocrinologists in this country, there are PCPs prescribing this medicine class and giving to people with a prescription and a dream, right? They're like, here's a prescription, good luck. And they aren't doing the follow-up care. And it's not the patient's fault, but it is up to the prescribers to step up to the plate and give this class of medicine the seriousness that it deserves.
Yeah, because I know there's a lot of people that do go out different ways of trying to get a GLP-1 because of the fact that a lot of doctors won't prescribe it to the everyday person and things like that, and it's really expensive. So I know a lot of people do take these without being under the care of a doctor and things like that. So for what you're saying, it's extremely important to make sure that you're following up with your doctor no matter what, even if you're getting it outside, to keep them in the loop and everything, because of things like that could happen.
You absolutely need to be under the care of a medical provider. I know there are different markets and places to get access to this class of medication, but no matter how you get access, you need to be under the care of a medical provider. These are serious medications and serious treatments that deserve serious care, like point blank, period. And to be honest with you, I am at the point where I believe that because the percentage of weight loss and the psychosocial effects of the weight loss that this can potentially cause, I'm starting to believe that there may be a necessity for like psychological treatments to be a part of the conversation when prescribed this class of medication, because it's that serious, because the results are that effective, because they are that life changing.
And that's something I agree with. Each of us who has had bariatric surgery, we had to go through a psych evaluation ourselves too. It's the same type thing. It's like you're saying, it's a lifelong journey for most GLP-1 people. So they should understand the psychological behind it all too, and understand that, hey, if you abuse this, it could turn out bad for you, just like anything else you do.
Absolutely. And there needs to be a mindset change when you're on this medication, right? And what's really great is that a lot of people who go through bariatric surgery, right? A lot of people instinctually look for community, right? It's what you do. A lot of people do it. I would say only about 25 to 30% of people that do a GLP-1 look for community. And community makes a difference on this kind of a journey, because you are making a lifetime change. You're making a lifestyle change. And community makes all the difference when you're making this kind of a change.
All right, so we're up against the hour right now, and listening to you talk about all this stuff, we could probably have a whole nother conversation on all of this. So I think the last 15 minutes of this live has probably been the clearest I've heard all of us talk on panel. Yeah. So being that I find this very unfair that your live had so many technical difficulties, because there was a lot of lags and difficulties that I struggled to hear a lot of stuff. And you had a lot of great things to say, and I want to hear more about it. So I'm going to invite you back. But what I want you to do is I want you to bring some of the guys from the GLP-1 community, and I want to have a GLP-1 panel.
Okay.
I want you to bring some of your friends. We'll touch base offline. I want to have a GLP-1 panel, and I want you guys to talk about this, and let's have a full conversation.
Yeah.
There's so many interesting things that you just brought up in the last 15 minutes. I'm like, wow, I didn't know that. And a lot of insight that I really felt like we could have covered, but I think we got swayed back and forth between a few conversations.
Yeah, so, I felt bad I had to hop on. I got so many questions I still want to ask, so I'm glad we're going to do another panel.
Can I bring some of my friends that are part of both communities?
Yeah.
Yes.
I think it's important to have people that are in both the communities, because a lot of people who are in the bariatric community end up transitioning over to a GLP-1 once they get past the honeymoon stage of their weight loss. Mm-hmm. So I think it's the perspective of someone who's just on GLP-1 and somebody who's on both is key. It taps into our audience.
What I also want people to realize is that GLP-1, bariatric, the other part of it is, I know we're celebrating Pride Month and everything. I just don't want to have people from the LGBTQ community come up just during Pride Month. Let's have them come up at any month. It should be year round for all of us. So to have people up on panel, yes, it's a special month that we want to celebrate with all of you guys, but you know what? We can celebrate you guys year round, so we could have you on the panel at any point. So definitely bring more of them, bring everyone. It doesn't matter what community you're from. We'd love to have them up on the panel and have them talking about all of this stuff, because it was a great conversation tonight. I just wish we didn't have the technical difficulties. And to be fair, to give you, more of a spotlight, I want to give you more time up on panel, because you have a lot of good things to say.
Absolutely.
I'd be happy to come back. Absolutely.
All right. So if you want to hang tight, we just want to drop some more stuff on what we have going on at the end of this month. Biggie, if you wanted to explain to everyone what the details are for everyone to get their entries, because this is the last live for BME before we make our drawing.
So, as you guys know, this whole month we have been sponsored by ProCare for a giveaway. We got some great prizes from us. But when we reached out and told people in the community of what was going on, a lot of the leaders in the community wanted to join in and support and also add on to our bag. So we've got great items from so many different people in the community. One of the items that will be in the bag is our green screen. Tony, our BME water bottle, so that will be in the bag also for one lucky winner. As Tony said, this is our last show of the month, so we take the top 5 viewership for each episode and put you guys in the drawing that gets you an automatic entry. As long as you also follow Talk Barry to Me, Barry Male Experience, and Pro Care Now. Follow them. So if you were late today and you want to still get one more opportunity, you can follow and watch Talk Barry to Me this Sunday. At what time, Tony?
8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central, 6 p.m. Mountain, and 5 p.m. Pacific. And I just want to do a quick shout out to all of the sponsors. So first off, for sponsoring this whole month for us, we just want to sincerely thank ProCare Health. We couldn't thank you guys enough for, sponsoring us and giving us some of your best items that are liked within the bariatric community. And they keep us all in tip-top shape in our wellness journey. But I also want to shout out Barry Hair and Skincare for your donating, OSLP, Dr. Cribbins, Janae with her Digest and Digress journals, Jamie the Sleep Dietitian, The Waiting Table, Barry Mother, Barry Godmother, and Mobasheri. So thank you to all of you. All of that stuff's going to be in, I can't even say it's a goodie bag.
In the box. It's going to be in a box.
Goodie box.
And also, don't forget, again, like I think Team Biggie already said, tune in every Sunday to watch our sister chat with VSG Bestie, Talk Barry to Me, every Sunday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 7 p.m. Central, 6 p.m. Mountain, and 5 p.m. Pacific. Another big up shout out to our friend Jay, GLP-1 community. We love you, brother. Thanks for coming to hang out. My name is Rab W.T. Barry.
My name is Big E.
You fit with D?
And I'm Tony D. And this has been our Barry Male Experience. Thank you guys, and we'll see you guys next Tuesday.